Hey everyone, it's Andy Wood from Gamer Circle Comics, and this is episode 5 of the Something show, and I call it that because I have yet to pick a title for the show. So keep the suggestions coming, keep the feedback coming. Now, I'm very excited about today's episode because, can you tell I'm excited? I just can't contain myself. I'm giving away digital codes for Marvel Comics in this episode, and it'll be very obvious when the code will be available because A, it's going to show up on the screen here somewhere, and plus I'm going to yell out something that's going to be very obvious. For those of you who don't know, this is the show where I talk about comic book news, the comics I've read, the comics that are coming out, gaming news, and the games that I'm playing because I am a gamer as well. So, let's move on to... Oh, no, wait! Comic book code. It should be around here somewhere. So pause and copy the code. And I'll put down in the show notes where you go to redeem it and whatnot. All right. So in comic book related news, what's happening this weekend is the D23 Expo. Now, I have to admit, I really didn't know what that was until last year. But as what it is, it's Walt Disney's Expo. And I know what you're saying, hey, what's the big deal with Walt Disney? Why are you talking about it on your comic book stuff? Well, for those that don't know, Disney owns Marvel. So that means comic book news. And what has happened at the Expo so far that I was able to find off the internet was that they brought out some cast members from some upcoming movies. And it was some pretty cool. They showed some... work in progress on a couple movies and talked to some other stuff. They didn't really get a whole lot of details because they don't want to give away, but this is what I can tell you. Natalie Portman, who plays Jane Foster, Anthony Hopkins, who plays Odin, and Tom Hiddleston, I think I said that right, who plays Loki, came on stage, and again they talked about the upcoming Thor movie that comes out this November, and they showed a scene of when Jane Foster first appears in Asgard in her first reaction. And then Captain America, the Winter Soldier. So you had Chris Evans come up on stage, and of course he plays Steve Rogers / Captain America. You also had Anthony Mackie. Now if you go do an Internet Movie Database search on him, you'll find out that he's actually playing Sam Wilson, or otherwise known as the Falcon. So the Falcon will be in, if you didn't know already, so I'm kind of excited about this. Because he's always been an underdog. He's never been in the big lights with all the other big, because he's just the Falcon. He's not like Iron Man or like the Incredible Hulk. He's just the Falcon. But, I think a lot of people are going to discover who the Falcon is now. And also they had Sebastian Stan, who plays Bucky / Winter Soldier. And evidently they showed a really good, it was a rough, work in progress, action-packed scene in an elevator. So, a lot of people said that the first Captain America wasn't their favorite, and I can understand that because trying to do a period-specific movie in the 2012-2013 era is really hard. But it was a really good movie to give you a really good origin of Captain America and his group of Howling Commandos and his sidekick, if you didn't know it already. So it might not have been of the top 3 Marvel movies or superhero movies that you've enjoyed in the last 4 or 5 years, but it was still a good movie in my opinion. Then as soon as that rolled off the stage, they showed an incredibly teaser of the Avengers Age of Ultron. They didn't really show anything. They just kind of showed like something going on with the Iron Man mask and possible characters? I don't know. So hopefully someone can throw a screen grab up or something like that. So that was the D23 Expo. Oh wait, you know what's coming, right? Comic book code. Wait, pause. Comic book code. So there's going to be another comic book code here somewhere. Okay. So what did I read this past week? I read Ultimate Spider-Man 25. Now, for those that know, the previous Ultimate Spider-Man volume, which was Peter Parker, he unfortunately died. But the replacement was, and it was a big joke on television because he's part Mexican or Hispanic and part black, and you know, it was a kind of a rude awakening to people that just can't get with the changing of the times. But it's been a great book. I've always been a Spider-Man fan. Reading Ultimate Spider-Man, I thought I was portraying the original Amazing Spider-Man title, and it wasn't. It was updated for the times. It was fun. It was fresh. Now with Miles filling in the role of Ultimate Spider-Man, about a year ago, comic book time, something drastically happened for him that actually reduced his family by one, and he quit being Spider-Man. And no one could coerce him to, whether it was S.H.I.E.L.D., the government, no one could change his mind, not even his best friend. He was very strained, very upset with it, until Spider-Woman, otherwise known as, in the Ultimate Timeline, it's Jessica Drew. She revealed to him that he didn't know that she is actually a clone of Peter Parker. And so she's not really herself. She's actually Peter Parker, and she's been having a difficult time discovering herself, which is what Miles has been going through. So she kind of opened up to him, and it kind of connected. So he might be back in the saddle. We're just going to have to wait and see. But Ultimate Spider-Man, such a great read, great action, great writing. It's a picker-upper. All New X-Men number 15. This issue is kind of a rest and relaxation issue from the previous one. Because they had to deal with some Brotherhood of Evil mutants. Jean Grey, the young Jean Grey, kind of discovered her dark powers and what she did or what she supposedly did, because she didn't really do it. Another Jean Grey. Anyway, that's a whole paradox sort of thing. Anyway, so it's some downtime. Jean Grey ran into Rachel Grey. So you have mother and daughter, but not really. So Bobby gets a little freaked out because his older self is dating one of the teachers, and it's just a kind of a quirky, fun little issue. But this issue is kind of like the end of the fun time, because we roll into the new story arc, the new X-Men story arc, the Battle of the Atoms. So something to look forward to. A new story arc involving titles of All New X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, and Wolverine the X-Men. So keep your eye open up that. I also read Superior Carnage number 2, and Carnage didn't go missing from the previous episode. He actually was captured, and we get to find out who captured him and why. And it would seem like they're trying to create a Superior Carnage from Carnage, and things don't go so well. And I don't want to spoil anything for you, so if you didn't read that issue, go find it, read it. It's pretty good. It's lots of dialogue. There's some good action in there, and it's very interesting what happens towards the end of this issue. So good stuff. Now, also last week, I read a new Image title called Sidekick. I was very, very much looking forward to it because it's written by one of my favorite writers, J. Michael Straczynski, which is an Amazing Spider-Man writer. He's wrote Thor. He's also wrote the Babylon 5 TV series, a whole bunch of stuff. Great writer. This one is... It's very campy, but campy in an edgy way, and I think that's the best way of saying it. So basically, what you got is a couple superheroes, and they got the dopiest names in the world. You've got the Cowl and Fly Bow. Yes, you heard me right. So you got the Cowl, which is your principal superhero, and the sidekick Fly Bow, and they're famous, they're popular, they're superheroes. They're happy until the assassination of the Cowl. And then from that point forward, no one will ever take Flyboy or the sidekick seriously. So this is definitely not a comic for the kids or kiddies because, well, it's got some adult stuff in it related. So, but it was a good read, an interesting read. I want to see where JMS takes this. I liked it. Comic book code, freeze frame. So there should be a code here again for another one. I think that's the third. Hopefully I don't put comic book code. No, I just did it once. That wasn't another one. Hope I don't say that too many times. I don't have enough codes. I'll make sure I get all covered. So what's coming out? Batgirl 23. Now, in the previous Batgirl, she's got some family issues, I guess is the best way to say it. Now, in this issue, Commissioner Gordon is trying to track down the person that killed his son. What? Son? Yes, Commissioner Gordon, if you've been reading it, has got a son. However, it turns out the killer is Barbara Gordon. Oh my God. So, I'm looking forward to this issue because I want to see what kind of twisty saga is going on, because Batgirl has been a really good title. I've been liking Batgirl. It's been a much better book than I anticipated, so we're good there. Also coming out this week is the Superior Spider-Man team-up number 2. Now, if you remember in the first one, he took on a lot of other superheroes, Daredevil, Power Man, and Iron Fist, and subdued them because, well, he had reasons. But in this issue, what would be the most superior match for the Superior Spider-Man? Well, Peter Parker would be, a.k.a. Scarlet Spider-Man. So that sounds like the most interesting thing, and with Mr. Yost, Christopher Yost, penciling this, I'm looking forward to it. I'm think it's going to be probably the first thing I read when I pull my saver from the box. Not really a comic book per se, but I know a lot of MLP or My Little Pony persons, folks will be excited because there's a special gallery issue coming out. So it's got all the covers from all the My Little Ponies. So for those that missed out on issues that had a certain kind of cover, now you get your chance to actually collect the cover. So that's cool, right? Oh wait, here it is. Comic book code. Comic book code. All right, so gaming news. I really haven't been scouring the news that much, but I did find some pretty interesting stuff out there. The Kickstarter project for Defense Grid 2 looks like it met its backing, and they have a trailer out there, and the trailer shows new units or new towers, which of course that means new strategies and stuff like that. Now I can't show the trailer because it's an exclusive trailer, so I'll show I'll put this, you're smart. I'll put it down below. Also, it would appear there is an update coming to the Xbox 360. Now, this update is saying goodbye to the Microsoft points and hello to real-world currency. So, for those of you that have the great apps on your phones that converts, Microsoft points to money to tell you how much you're spending for something, you don't have to do that because now they're just going to... So, if you have Microsoft points, it'll be deposited to your account and converted. And that's what the article said anyway. So, that's all I have on gaming news, unfortunately. Now, what have I been playing? You are going to be so unimpressed because I've been playing just XCOM. Unfortunately, that's all I've really wanted to play because I want to finish it. Even though I finished it, it's got achievements that you have to do certain things, so that's what I've been doing. Now, I did try Skyrim, and I think maybe I'm just kind of game locked. I didn't like it. I didn't love it like everyone else did. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to go back and try it. And, yeah, so only 2 games. Yeah, I know. It's pretty bad. So that's it. That is the show for this week. I hope there's some good information in there for you. I hope you had some fun. I'm having fun with this. I'm actually testing out a lot of new ways of doing things. So I'm hopefully I can just really nail this process down, put out a pretty good show for you guys. And don't forget, keep the feedback coming. Get a hold of me however you can to tell me what you like and didn't like, because I just want to make this show just very, appealing to as many people as possible without, killing myself in the process. So anyways, we'll see you next week. And remember, next Wednesday is, besides that, New Comic Book Day. So... see you next time. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Night, evening, what morning, see you later. Okay, it's showtime. Oh, wait. It's not right. Something's not right. That's that. Peanut butter cookie. Fixes everything.